You guys, I'm so sorry it's been over a month since I saw you guys last. I'm just gonna keep it real. It's been a crazy month. I got a full-time big girl job, and I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about it because I have a lot of feelings about this job in particular that I want to express. I am currently on my commute home. It is a bit of a commute some days. I'm talking over an hour, upwards of like an hour and a half sometimes, which in Idaho is kind of unheard of unless you're choosing to do that long of a commute, which is not likely. Over here in the DMV area, which is DC and Maryland and Virginia, an hour and a half commute is nothing. We're here, it's normal. So, you know, it is what it is. But I wanted to talk to you guys about this job and maybe hint at some things that I'm doing in the future. So I am a front desk receptionist at a hematology and oncology clinic. You may be wondering, Emily, what the fuck is a hematology? Like, what the fuck is hematology? What the fuck is oncology? And I'd love to talk about it. Hematology is learning about blood. For those of you who don't know, blood is so important. It carries oxygen to every part of your body. Blood needs certain components. The other half of the clinic is also just as important, and that is oncology. Oncology is the science of cancer. So the place I'm working at has such importance and seriousness, and it has a lot of scared patients. Rightfully so. I'm gonna get emotional. When I was looking for a job, I personally was like, let me just do some little part-time thing while I'm working on getting into grad school and I'm still doing my coaching and I'm still doing this. Like, I don't need to do a full-time job. But then this job came up and I my heart broke a little. For those of you who don't know me, hi, my name's Emily. I go by M, and I I have been heavily impacted by cancer. Not personally, I was not a patient, but one of my very favorite people in the entire world, she had cancer. And it unfortunately is the reason why I don't get to see her anymore because she passed away almost 5 years ago. Next month, it will be 5 years without her. Um, she's my dad's mom, my granny, and she battled cancer for 7.5 years. She had liver cancer, and she was one of the most amazing, badass women that you could ever encounter. I mean, I'm talking the most loving heart, the most grace for every human being. Like, she was the epitome of love and understanding and beauty. So when she was diagnosed with liver cancer, it wrecked my family. And she still had such strength emotionally, physically. She did so much. But you don't get to pick and choose whether you get a cancer that kills you. You know, like, she wasn't a drinker. She got liver cancer. We couldn't have even really predicted or expected from someone who was a nurse, who had 8 children, who did all of these things for all of these people, who was a huge member of the community and her church and the town that she lived in. So when I saw this job in hematology and oncology, I first did a lot of reflection. Like, is that a job that I could do and still feel okay? I'm a very empathetic person. I feel everything at a volume 10 out of 10 every single day. So the thought of dealing with patients who had cancer, it was scary. And it is scary. But remind me of my granny with such kindness. Some patients quite literally reminds me so much of my granny. She has a garden, and this patient she quite literally offered if I wanted to have, any of her flowers at the end of the season so that I can grow them next year. Amazing patient who, you know, maybe having absolute worse with cancer, with age, with anemia, with feeling helpless and alone and sitting in clinic for hours on end. Because I've been blessed, I will further give blessings to others. Because I've been so fortunate, I will help others. That's how I've been raised. I was so lucky to have that time with my granny. I was so lucky to be a positive light with my family. So I took the job and I've been working there over a month and I love it. Despite the commute being over an hour, I love my job. I get to know patients and talk to them every day. I get to see a smiling face and it just reminds me of the heart that my granny had, of that endless giving nature, that nurture, that love, that grace for others. This job has made me feel more like my granny. And it's been such a blessing. The company values me. They're always willing to hear me out and be like, oh, if that impacts you, like you should make some decisions on that. And it is completely night and day. This job has been one of the biggest blessings I've ever experienced. And I wanted to share this joy that I've been having about my job because that's what it is. Like I feel immense joy and lucky to be. It is a full-time job, so I'm tired, y'all. I'm really good with my friends. One of my best friends just had twins. One of my best friends just had a baby. Like one of my best friends, she is starting her first year of teaching. One of my best friends is about to move abroad again, but this time like as a student with her visa. Am absolutely overjoyed for every single person in my life. Like it is such a year of growth and healing and abundant happiness. I don't know how to put it into words. I unfortunately am still long distance from my nephew and my sister, and that's been one of the hardest experiences also of my life, to see my nephew grow up through a screen. I don't even want to get into how emotional that is for me, but it has been really hard. But I also don't think I've ever been closer to my sister. We call each other weekly. We're actually going to run a marathon together. Maybe not the whole time with each other, but we're going to run a marathon together. I'm marathon training now, which for those who know me, what? Yeah, I'm going to do that. And I'm going to have this bonding experience with my sister also. And something that I thought would never happen for me, I'm going to be doing a year and a half from now. I feel so amazing. I feel pretty damn whole. And I don't know. I wanted to share this update of my life because I'm still coaching. I still have coaching slots. I'm still helping people in other ways. But I'm also starting this journey where like I'm also helping myself, which is really healing because I've always been the kind of person that neglects myself to help others. And so with this season of my life where I am helping others immensely through hard times, I'm also helping myself by, trying out new things and new experiences and training myself. I've been laminating and cutting things with my bestie who's going to be starting her first year of teaching. I've been getting coffee and going shopping with my bestie Elon. I'm planning my birthday party next month. Like there's so much for me to look forward to right now. in my life. And when I was younger, I always thought my life would look completely different than it does right now. And instead of feeling bad about that, I'm genuinely fucking happy. I haven't been pouring into people that are colanders. I haven't been completely bending over backwards and then expecting an ounce of effort. I've been putting boundaries up. I've been asking more of the people who love me when I need it. I really needed this month or so off of podcasting and posting every single day and every moment because I really needed to pour into me. And then I found a job that pours into me. I found ways where I can pour. And I've also missed you guys. Like, I missed fucking yapping with y'all. It's Pride Month, and I've been feeling some type of way about it. If you're on my TikTok, you know. If you're not, you might not know. And I don't know if I'm willing to talk about that all right now, maybe later this month. But I'm going through big changes. And usually that makes me really scared, or it makes me feel like I don't have any roots. But the roots that I have right now are like digging deeper. I'm really enjoying the path that I'm on right now in my life. I needed to pause the expectations I had of myself and just start living. I have had this discussion with many of my friends, but I felt like I stopped living and stopped having fun because all I wanted to do was meet these expectations, and I wanted to meet my goals, make my dreams happen. But in order to do that, I stopped living altogether. Like, I didn't get into relationships. I didn't even consider them. I pushed people away. I stopped having fun because it took me away from things. Like, I stopped reading because I thought I should be reading things that are helping me towards my goals and not reading for fun. It felt like a waste. It works, but that's how I was doing. I am so goal oriented that that was my fun, was planning and being a goal person. Except for what happens when there is no goal. I didn't know how to do that. I'm still learning on that. But I am excited for this new chapter in my life. And I will be podcasting. I'm not sure if it's going to be a weekly occurrence right now because I don't want to lose the passion that I have talking to you guys and sharing joy and yapping with y'all and talking about drama because, girl, I do have drama for y'all, but that later. I don't want to lose my joy by posting twice a week. So I'm not doing that anymore. I might post once a week. Some weeks I might have off, but I'll keep you guys updated on that. As for now, I'm just here and I'm really happy and I missed y'all. And I love y'all so very much. Thank you for giving me the space to take some time for myself. Thank you so much for giving me the grace and space to just be and not have, you know, these expectations on me. I don't know what kind of episode's going to be next. I might talk to you guys more about commuting or my marathon training or about some of the drama that I have. But for now, I think I'm just going to leave the episode as this. Thanks for catching up with me, you guys. I love y'all, and I'll talk to you later. My name is Emily, and this is Sunshine and Podcast. Bye!